Hello everyone, I hope you enjoy your day or night or whenever you listen to this video. We continue our discussion regarding generative AI and building business applications that solve real business problem with large language models and generative AI. On previous episode, we discussed about how to build systems that, based on your documentation, can quickly answer the questions, create reports, and potentially create Q&A bots that allow you, and your employees quickly onboard and find answers and, answer your customers in a correct and timely way. And this answer will be, written as by human in the way as you want. So it allow, for example, increase customer experience uh, in the organization. And we continue, and today's topic will be from another perspective. So imagine that you start building your applications that use large language models, and in my experience, it is it's not really transparent. So you send some requests to large language model, and you can get something that you're not expecting. And it's hard for you to monitor the cost of this request. And sometimes it even doesn't work, and you have to research every request, debug, spend time, etc. And I have found a tool that allow uh, I mean quickly get a picture about what is happening, debug your large language models in your application, monitor the request, see how many tokens, what is the delay of each model, etc. So this tool is LangSmith. It is from LangChain. And as I already mentioned, for example, you have unexpected result and you don't know why. With this tool, you can deep dive to every request, to every model that you use from the LangChain and see what the request was sent, why was sent, what you get from model, and actually find the issue and solve it much more quicker than if you do it manually. And another thing, maybe a model is slow and you don't know why, and you can research it and see that instead of one request, you're sending hundreds requests, etc. And you can fix it or optimize the model, etc. And yeah, you also can see how many tokens was processed. Input, output, and actually allow you to calculate the cost of each task that you are solving. And it is not all functionality actually. LangSmith also allow you to create a data set. So in this portal, you see each request, you can review them, mark if it is correct or not correct, and actually add a particular input and output, some unit of communication with large language model as a data set and store them. And for example, later extract it. And with this data set, you can run the test, and there are different types of evaluators that are available out of the box in LangSmith, and you can run a test and see how your model performs through the time. And yep, so I think that's all for kind of like theoretical part, and let's jump to the portal itself. So it is the main page. You can see projects. On the beginning, I use just the default one. And for example, I can see traces. And as you can see, I use in LangChain retrieval QA. So if you use something else, you will see it a bit in different way. And retrieval QA goes a lot of steps. Yeah, I can find some 18 seconds request and see why it's happening. It's quite small on chain, but if you, for example, use more like MapReduce techniques for retrieval, instead of stuff, it will be you see all the requests in this portal, and you can see how much tokens, how much time it takes. You can see separate LM calls, see tokens, etc. And you can see monitor through the day. So it is average score correctness, but yeah, I just put some few of them are correct. But you can, if you do it on a regular basis, you can, or you have QA engineer in your team, you can seek correctness, and the setup is really straightforward. You just need API key, specify endpoint, enable tracing. That's all. So it's very straightforward. And let's deep dive and see what we have here. So you can see chains. Yeah, you may have several chains in one retrieval QA, but my chain is really simple. It is one LLM request, and you can see system message, you can see human message, and you can see AI response, and I can validate it and rate. For example, that is correct. And when I rate it, also I can add it to existing dataset. Actually, I already did this. So you need to select dataset, click submit, and this entry will be in your dataset. And I created few datasets, and here you can see actual examples, actual records in this dataset. You can see input and output. So this if you want, just to share with you why, the output is 0 or 8, this task is evaluate if previous large language model did the job right and estimated. Oh, sorry, not this. I think this input is about evaluate. So we found some information in the, let me scroll down. Yeah, we have question. We found some information and the answer, and we need to score if we manage to answer this question or not. And if score is 0, that's not that means that we didn't find the answer. And you can see the answer. I don't know the answer, so that is correct. And you can see that we have run several tests for this. And you can, as I already mentioned, you can use different techniques. And let me just show to you. Okay, for example, new test run. And here you can see different types of evaluation, criminality, etc., relevance, coherence, etc., harmfulness. So you can test them from different perspective, and it's already built in. You can see that the evaluation large language model is GPT-4, and actual models that is we are testing, it is GPT-3 default one. And let's move to my notebook. And first step, I need to pre-populate some API keys that I store in AWS parameter store, and some libraries, select model. And next one, it is actual testing. I have found that I have to import this library because without it, it does work in my notebook. So I enable only one of the evaluators, my dataset, my large language model that I'm testing, evaluation config, and project name. I need to set it unique one. and I can run. And you can see the link, and also actually you also you can see the progress here and results. And if I go to browser, you will see that we have tested it, we have some feedback, and some of them are 0. That is correct, and some of them is, I mean, some of them are 1, that is correct, and some of them are 0. And purpose created to at least um, entry with wrong answer, but we can see actually 2 answers are wrong. We can deep dive and see how the system evaluate and make sure that it works as we expect. And I think that's all. Thank you for watching this video, and I would like to subscribe to my channel so it will support me and motivate to record more videos.